Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Karen.
And I'm Nick. We retired early back in 2022 and we've been slow traveling ever since.
We like to stay in places for a long time, preferably 2 months or longer, just to get an idea of what it's like to kind of live like a local in each place.
Yep. Today we're excited to tell you about our cost of living, the amount of money we spent during our time in Seoul, South Korea. We were there for 64 days, so just a little bit over 2 months, and it was from early June 2025 until early August of 2025.
So we will start with accommodations. For those that are curious, we did do an Airbnb tour video for, if you want to check it out, feel free to do that. But it was a nice little apartment. It was small,
Yeah.
But it was cute and it had pretty much everything that we needed.
It did. It was very, very comfortable and quiet. And now we actually stayed outside of the main tourist hub of Seoul. So we stayed in the Songpa district, which is southeast of. And if we had to get down to the main tourist hub of Seoul, was roughly about an hour train ride. So just to give you an idea of how far we stayed out of. Seoul is definitely not a cheap city. So our accommodation, the total cost for the 64 days that we stayed in Seoul was $3,029, which compared to what the other accommodations were in Seoul, we felt this was a bargain.
The next item on our list is transportation. So Seoul transportation system is amazing. Yes, we were an hour train ride from the main hub of Seoul, but we were only a few minute walk to the train station, to the metro station. And we had buses as well that we could get. And we did buy the T-Money card, which is the transportation card. Easy to buy at any of the convenience stores. We got ours at GS25. And then you load at many stations that are all over. So this was very easy to use. Their transportation again is amazing. We could get to anywhere. I mean, we went to all these places in the city. It was really, really awesome. What we spent for transportation in our entire time here was $150.
Something to keep in mind about that $150 for transportation is that roughly 50 of that was just the bus that we took to and from the airport. So when I look back and I think how much we rode the train, and to think that all of those train rides were only $100 for both of us
for 2 months.
For 2 months,
yeah,
that's insane. That's
amazing.
Incredible. Yeah. The next item on the list is groceries. So we do tend to eat in a lot. We ate out a lot here in Seoul, but since we're in places for such a long time, we do some cooking at home, a mixture of Western style meals, and then we try to mix in some local flavors as well. And it's pretty fun. We actually did a grocery shopping video for you if you wanna check that out. It's very interesting. Something cool about going to the grocery stores in different countries. It's really neat. So Seoul, it was not super expensive, but definitely we had to be careful about what we bought in the grocery store. Some of the fruits and stuff could get very, very expensive. But in total, we spent for the 2 months $977 on our groceries.
Right. So, and overall, that's not bad. And we do not mind because we like to cook at home. So we know already that we're saving a lot from, if we're not dining out all of our meals. So yeah, this worked out pretty good. Yeah. And of course, dining out, we did, of course, got to go out and try all of the local flavors and try out the different restaurants. And overall, we had a great experience here. There's lots of food options in Seoul. It's incredible. And of course, we tried out the different foods, but we know that there's so much that we didn't try.
Yes.
We spent for our dining out $700. So we don't think that's bad considering 2 months of going out.
No, not bad at all. The next category on our list is cafes. We enjoy going out to get coffee, and we did so in Seoul as well. We noticed that there were some local chains like Pake's and Mega Coffee, and there was this cool little cafe down the street from us called, I think it was something like along the lines of Bluebird Cafe. but it was a really cool little cafe and almost like a co-working space. They had an awesome desk and tables and plugs and stuff. That was just a really fun place to hang out, and they had great coffee and a good different, selection of different coffees. Yeah. Our total for 2 months of going to cafes and cafe culture and was $151.
Yeah, which truly it isn't bad. And if you look up things about Korea, you're gonna find that there are incredible cafes. I mean, there are the Instagrammable cafes, and it's just an amazing place for that.
We went to one that was really, really cool that had Yemen coffee from Yemen. Such a cool spot, and so that there are some really awesome cafes too, not just like the chains that we went to. But this was very, very fair and delicious coffee.
And we've mentioned this before in other videos. We try not to drink too much, drink alcohol too much. So when we go out for a drink, it's most likely a cafe. The next item on our list is entertainment. Now, of course, these are our entries to the different palaces, if we paid any fees to go on, do anything. Another thing here was DMZ tours. We paid to take a tour of the DMZ. So total for entertainment was $150. And the bulk is really the DMZ tour, because to go inside the palaces and the different places where you do have to pay for, it is so little. We're looking at about maybe $2 per person to go inside a lot of these palaces. Not bad at all. So the DMZ was kind of like what
that was the
pricey one.
The next item on our list of expenses is the gym. Since we're there for an extended period of time, we do like to join a gym. We go to the gym at least 3 days a week is what we shoot for. We were lucky enough that we had an amazing gym basically across the street from our apartment. And when we went in to join this gym and to ask if they would even offer like a month-to-month membership, because that's sometimes a challenge. They were definitely willing to. And then we went back, and I kind of mentioned that we were going to be coming in the mornings. We were only going to be coming together. And somehow, some way, we got 50% off the price. So
we think that we got some sort of like a promotion where it was like you bring somebody, like the second person that you brought with you, like a guest was free.
It wasn't until about a month later I translated a sign that I saw on the wall, and it said something about that. Like it almost translated to like a buy one get one, or you bring a buddy thing. So I have a feeling that was the promotion that we got. So all in all, this gym was amazing. It had so much equipment, and it was all brand new equipment. So the total spend on this gym for 2 months for both of us was $177.
Which isn't bad, because we thought we were going to have to pay double that, because we thought it was going to be that per person until the person did like a guest, a free guest.
From everything that I saw online, gyms in general are not typically that inexpensive in Seoul, but the gym worked out great, and we loved it. We enjoyed it.
The next item on our list is personal care. Now, we were fortunate that in our apartment, the host provided a lot of things. We had shampoo and conditioner for the whole time we were there. We had body wash, even though we also like to buy our own soap.
Wipes.
But we had toilet paper. I mean, there was a lot of things that it was provided. But there's always a few things that, of course, we buy for ourselves. And, Korea is known for their amazing skincare and different things like that. So we kind of had a little fun shopping for different Korean products here. So we spent, for the 2 months, we spent $239. So
and we stocked up a little bit too to like bring with us.
That's true. Yeah, we have stuff.
Yeah. The next category on our list is shopping. This is just for if we need to replace shirts or socks or pants or anything like that. And we had to replace a couple little things while we're traveling. So the total spend for shopping was $58.
Yeah, big spenders.
Yeah, watch out. Watch out.
The next item on our list is our cell phones. So we get an eSIM when we are traveling to a lot of these countries. And yes, there are multiple eSIMs out there that you can get. We like to shop around, make sure that we're getting a good deal. one of the things that we use a website called eSIMDB. And what's nice about this website is that you put in whatever country you're looking for, and it's going to give you all kinds of different providers and the prices. So it is really great because you can see, your cheaper ones and your more expensive ones and go from there. So,
Yeah.
and another thing that we do is that we always get a bigger plan on month number 1 because we feel that we use more data and we don't want to run out of data with whatever we decide to use.
That first couple of days, you can be like a block away from your Airbnb and like
Still
just lost. So we tend to use more data that first month.
Exactly. And then the second month we taper back to something, something less.
Usually we start with 10 and then the second month we do 5.
We do 5. Or sometimes we've gone where we do 5 and then the second month we do 3. But lately we've been kind of doing 10 and 5.
Yeah.
So we found, and we've used them before. For the first month we used Escape SIM. That worked out pretty well. We got 10 gigs, good price. No problems. And then we found another eSIM for month number 2, and we found a Pingwe, Pingwe. It's another one that we've been having some good luck with.
I'm assuming that's kind of new because I noticed that they have, like for instance, the 5 gig is somewhere in the $6 price range, which is already very affordable. But for whatever reason, they had $3 off, so it was only $3 and change or something for that.
Yeah. So very, very affordable, these eSIMs. So we were good here. I mean, for both of us, for 2 months in Seoul for our eSIMs, it was $22. So it's pretty affordable.
Yeah, it's very affordable.
It's great
for that. And now keep in mind, these are just data only eSIMs, so we're only getting the data out of it. There's no phone number or anything included.
Yeah.
The next thing on the list is it's a fun one for me. It's my tattoo. So I've been getting a different tattoo in each country that we go to. And Seoul, I was looking so forward to go to Seoul. I really honestly had a hard time choosing the tattoo artist. And there were so many, and the artist that I ended up going with was amazing. He did awesome work. The studio is beautiful and super, super cool guy, gentle, clean, amazing work. And my tattoo was $255. So this was higher on the range of what I've been paying, but for the quality and the caliber of work, it is a bargain in the tattoo world for what this is. So yeah, this was a great experience for me. I loved it, and 10 out of 10 would recommend. I'd go back again. I could. Seoul's awesome. Seoul for a tattoo is amazing.
The last item on our list is miscellaneous. So it's just random things that we buy. In the miscellaneous category, there's a lot of like things that we end up buying for the apartment that we feel we need. We bought pillows in this apartment while we were here.
Yeah.
We didn't like the pillows that we had, so we went and bought pillows. We needed a little pan to make eggs.
Yeah.
We went and bought that. I mean, just little things here and there that we just make ourselves more comfortable in our apartment.
Yeah, it's just a little miscellaneous stuff like that helps us out and makes us feel more at home. Sometimes it's coasters. Sometimes it's simple little stuff like can opener or a peeler if we don't like the peeler. So stuff like that.
Yeah. So we spent here $96, and we're okay with that. We do not mind replacing things to our liking in our apartment or adding things on. So $96 for 2 months, we're perfectly fine with that.
Now we say we don't mind the spending that, and we don't. It's not a big deal, but like I've been bringing I pack it last minute so she never knows, and then I pull out a spatula from my suitcase, or I pull out a cutting board from my suitcase that we've had for the last few stops. I'm like, look, we don't have to buy these things. But yeah, it's not a big deal. But it's just one of those things, just kind of makes us comfortable.
Yeah.
So now the total, how much did it cost us to live, enjoy, be tourists, just have an awesome experience in Seoul for 2 months or 64 days? Grand total, $6,004.
So that's about $3,000 a month. Truly, I don't think that we could replicate this at home in the US.
I mean, that's pretty incredible to think that we had this amazing experience for 2 months or a little over 2 months for $3,000 a month is pretty incredible.
Yeah, we're pretty happy with this number, and we had a
Yeah.
wonderful time in Seoul.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed this video and that it gives you an idea of how much it costs to spend this amount of time in a city like Seoul, South Korea. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe to our channel for more of our travel adventures.
And slow travel with us.
Bye.
Bye.